Class 7 students. In this video, you are going to learn a lesson from your main course book, Unit 4, Section 1, One Earth to One World. One Earth to One World. In this lesson, you will first of all learn the existence of the earth, its origin and its use. The earth does not belong to us. We belong to the earth. We did not weave web of life. We are merely strands in it. Whatever we do to the web, we do to ourselves. So here it says that we belong to the earth. We did not weave the web of life. The earth does not belong to us. We belong to the earth. In the page number 69, you can see the web of life. Web of life. There, the man, which is the center, and all other living organisms consist of animals, birds, plants. Over 40 million years ago, the earth was a planet of hot, swirling seas and volcanoes, spewing fire. That is, swirling seas to make our course something to make fast. Circular movements, that is known as swirling seas. Spewing of fire means throwing out to fire. It was a world with no life on land. The earth was a world with no life on land. The sea or the sky, just cycles of intense heat. And freezing cold, too much cold, that created the oceans and currents and atmosphere. The lifeless earth held within it the seed of life. The earth was lifeless in the beginning. And slowly, the first organic or biomolecules form. That is, molecules produced by living organism is known as biomolecules. Over millions of years, these tiny or small living things changed the earth. Bacteria and blue-green algae, mosses, horsetail and ferns means the vascular plants, non-vascular plants, flowering plants, flowerless plants, etc. produce oxygen, giving the breath of life for the first fish and reptiles and creating the ozone layer and cooled the earth. Is the first life of the earth found in the water. The water first and then the reptiles. The lifeless planet became a living world. Earth became a living world later. Every plant and every animal gradually took its place in the web of life woven during the long millennia of prehistory. What is millennia? Millions of years. The things which take millions of years known as millennia. Prehistory means the time when the universe formed, life came into existence, and early humans first existed on earth. There are no written accounts in prehistory. There are no written accounts. When the history begins, when people keep the written records known as history, before that time known as prehistory. The man didn't see himself as belong to the earth, but saw the earth as belonging to him, to use for his comfort. Yes, the earth belonging to him, and men began to use the earth for his comfort. What is the result? Yes, the result is that tremendous overuse of the earth. Earth resources began to use very much. The countryside has come under pressure from increasing numbers of farmers and landless. Countryside means the villages, the number of farmers and the people increased. Cities are filling with people, cars and factories. Inequality is growing within nation and between the nations. The biggest inequality is in the way resources are distributed in the world, with the poorer countries getting less and the developed world using more. Yes, inequalities began to find the poorer countries getting little resources to use, and the richer countries occupied most of the or bulk of the resources. This inequality causes problems. This inequality causes the problems of poverty, because people don't get enough resources and problems arising from pollution. With the increase of population, pollution also began to increase, and damage to the environment. People began to make damage to the environment. 20% of the world population is consuming over 80% of the natural resources. 20% of the world population consuming the 80% of the natural resources. The earth provided for the needs of all life to live and all life to thrive. But the earth has changed. The earth is unable to regenerate and recycle resources fast enough. Once Mahatma Gandhi said, "The earth has enough for our needs, but not our greed." enough, but earth has enough for our needs. Needs means our enough resources we need, that is in the earth, but it is not for our greed, not for fulfill our greed. So what will it take for humanity? The earth is the source of our wealth. The earth is the source of our wealth and well-being. What is wealth and well-being? For the source of our welfare and the source of our comfort and happiness. Human talents and ability must be used to adopt the innovative to live within the resources of the earth. Governments and all people should consciously work towards fulfilling that goal. Dear students, with this I am winding up today's video session, and the rest of the lesson you can expect in another video. Till then, thank you. Have a nice time.